Um. Anyway, we're just going to jump straight back into this. But yeah. Where are we? I'm on divine non-intervention. Speak with Derek and Gardania. You got the same thing?
Yeah.
I'm like right now in Gardania.
Well, I better move my butt then.
Yes, you are. Menfina, for all his presence for solitude, Derek certainly seems concerned for the welfare of others. How very intriguing. Oh! As I understand, Myrtle is holded, and Nofek and I are at odds. Like other deities about us, you are free to believe whatever you wish. So here we are in Gridania. These friends, Nofiak and Byragot? I do, but something is strange. Indeed. They appear to be in different places. Nofiak is the near the two and quite close. I shall go and find her. Wait, you mustn't go on your own. Confound it all. After Artie. After her. After. Here. Oh, right here. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Oh, have you finished visiting your sons? There she is. Well, no, I wasn't expecting to see you all here. Is aught the matter? You're supposed to be with Carl and Beauregard. Where are they? Oh, we became separated while I was distracted, listening to the elementals. The beings are the voice of those who call the wood home. As I am the patron of this land, they could not help but report to me. Yep. I answered my own question when it came to the White Mages, the Conjurers Guild. Which one, like, who is the god of the of the White Mage? It's Nothiak. Nothiak.
Nathika.
Nothika! Thank you. It's Nothika. I'm surprised that she doesn't say anything if you're a White Mage. Your gods can sense each other, even should you become separated. Shouldn't it be simple matter to find them again? Indeed. It would seem you are keeping something from us, Nathika. Oh. Oh, Helen. There is simply no fooling you. Very well, I shall confess. The child Kara wanted to visit our stones alone, you see, to complete her task without us watching over her. We merely respected that wish. With her ability, I don't believe she's in any danger, but the warrior that he is Beauregard decided to follow after her discreetly. If that is her wish, then indeed we must abide by it. As for Beauregard, yes, I sent him to a place men call the South Shroud. One of the stones is situated there, I believe, near Camp Tranquil. Let us search the area for Beauregard. If we find him, we should find Carl as well. I love it when I butchered the English language. Don't worry, my daily dose of caffeine inside me, so I should be awake for most parts. Broken barrel. Be sure to talk about Noga's Benoga disguise and its overall creator. Ah, there it is. Right, just look for you and not find him.
Cheater.
Look, I went to the Broken Barrel first. What brings you all here? We want to send even Fankara. Where is he? Having acquired information from my stone, she now makes for Alex. Alphix. Alphix. Okay. Keep my distance to avoid being seen, and was about to continue on when you appeared. Alphix Stone is her last destination, not? Let us all go and meet her there. If everyone so wishes, then very well. So hasten our passage. I shall call upon Master Rygar's servants to be here to bear the mortals. What? Rygar's reach. I'll wait for you.
I'm already in the sky. What?
What? Okay. Based on our pattern, I call upon our servants to bear remorse. Okay. Seems we have to use these hawks. Let us see if we can spot Carl from above. I'll bring our companions, so you don't need to worry about them. Are you ready, Artie? Yes. I must thank you, Artie. Talking to you helped me to find the result of Carl. No signs of her here. Let us continue on Attica Stone. Must thank you, Artie. Talking to you helped me to find the result to seek out Carl. Okay. There she is. She certainly wasted no time. Well now, you all come this way just to check on me? Yes. I've been on the edge, worrying that I might stumble into Odin, but it gave me a bit of a fright. Right, this is Odin's territory. And he's still around. Nothica tells us that you wish to travel alone. What prompted you to sending out the one? It's difficult to explain. I suppose I wanted to seek the answers in my own way. As the gods told us, if we wish to know the truth, we must discover for ourselves. In spite of this, they seem to fit to not only set us upon the right path, but accompany us besides. This bespeaks the faith that they have in men's spirit of impurity. and it gives me heart. After all, it is the self-same spirit that defines the student of Palestinian. Like everyone, I want to uncover the truth of themselves, to know their aspiration and understand them. And having seen a dear friend embark on countless adventures, I've developed a desire to see and experience the world for myself. There are dangers out there, of course, but I wanted to prove that I could handle them and perform my task. I see. Indeed, as much as we can learn from the others, there's no substitute for seeing with one's own eye. And in yours, I see the gleam of yearning for exploration and discovery. It reveals to me that you love the love you bear for our star, and it makes me glad. But that's all this all of a sudden. It's embarrassing when you say such things with a straight face. Right then. I've yet to acquire the information here, so I'll tend to it at once. Perhaps you'd like to wait for me at Quarry Mill. Oh, there you are. In this land, these voices raised to praise Nothica are especially strong. Nothica and Beauregard are also so kind, are they not? Oh, oh. I just like talking to the monkey. Let's wait here for Carl. Nothica and Beauregard are with her, so she'll be fine. First the man at Mefina's mark, and now Carl. In the course of traveling with you and yours, it seems I inevitably end up encroaching upon others' lives. Yes! Ah, yours as well. Though nothing binds you to me, you followed me ever since I tended to your wounds. You're free to go anywhere you're not. A person's life belongs to that person alone. Others can't be expected to assume responsibility for it, and thus is it wrong to interfere? Alas, once I've glimpsed someone's heart, I find I can't avert my eyes. It is truly as difficult to be amidst people. He's like us. Secret as well. Okay. Doesn't take too long to extract the information. Carl should be here any moment now. Speak of the devil. Apologies for the wait. With that, I've obtained the information from all of my sons. You've taken care of yours already, yes? Bunny. Thank you for worrying about me. Well, it's good to know that I can handle myself. I'm heartened to be doing with you all. You thanks as well, Beauregard and Nothica, for accepting my request with good grace. Think not of it. You did well to see your task through, little one. Indeed. Come, come. Let us all return to Ophelios. I'll read that first.
Well, if you want to pay.
I was gonna accept. I was gonna drag you into the party.
Well, you didn't.
I thought I did. That's the thing. Okay. To avoid future payments for both one of us. I always like just like running across the water. It's very, very interesting. Splashing.
Hmm.
You took your time, Archie. Did something happen? No, no, there. Ah, so you rendezvous with Carl. How was your experience with the gods, if I may ask? Not only did you help disillusioned man find his way, you looked on Carl besides. Thank you, Archie. And you as well, Derek. I fear I overstepped my bounds, but what's done is done. We shall return to our sanctums. You have our gratitude for the delightful time. Oh, that's Nehemiah. Okay. By holding your instruments out to the monument, you'll be able to augment the missing information. Be well, dear children. I was wondering who that fish was. Shall we then? I'm gonna miss the bunny.
The new.
The new. Got the tombstone.
Born.
Oh my god. It's literally spot the very, very different thing. Well, the one that stands very out. One of these things don't belong. Amazing. What was impossible to decipher is now crystal clear. Without further ado, I shall read out the epigraph. As beings who endured by the will of the star, we are suspected to influence of the hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes, herein lest we stray from our purpose. He who is named Beauregard shall preside over the construction, his duty to fortify the works of men and encourage them to build. He who is named Valgar shall preside over destruction, his duty to galvanize the star's beating heart and facilitate mankind's regeneration. She who is named Azamia, I'm about to get yelled at.
Azima!
There we go. Azima shall preside over the sun. Her duty to nurture its life-giving light and illuminate the truth for all to see. He who is named Nathal shall preside over subterrane. His duty to make gleam the riches hidden in the darkest depths and in men themselves. She who is named Nothaka shall preside over fertility, her duty to fill the land with life and prepare a path of peace and plenty. He who is named that's a name I still can't. Althic shall preside over space and time, his duty to endue the star with material vigor, that mankind's march may never cease. She who is named Arlun shall preside over the glacier, her duty to hold the melting ice at bay, and imbue the man with consistency and tranquility.
I'm sorry, what did you just pronounce her name as?
Halun? Harloon?
You said Haloon. Alone. Or
Halone.
Alone.
Alone. Okay. Alone.
Depending on who you ask, it's either Halone or Halone.
Harlone. Okay.
But you said Haloon.
Because it's like an O, then N, then E. Doesn't the O become more stronger at that point?
No. If it's an O-N-E, it would be pronounced as a long O, therefore saying the word O rather than oo or ah.
Okay. She who is named Nenfina shall preside over the moon, her duty to perpetuate the turning of night and day and foster love in the hearts of all. He who is named Thalak shall preside over the rivers. His duty is to quench the thirst of men and water their minds with wisdom. She who is named Nemaya shall preside over the stars. Her duty is to preserve the celestial fabric of the seasons and weave the threads of men's lives. Okay, these names I actually haven't heard before. She who is named Lemlin shall preside over the seas. Her duty is to administer the tides and inspire men to come together as one and seek new horizon. He who is named Oschon shall preside over the mountains. His duty is to sustain the breath of firmament and in wandering share in men's solitude. He who is unnamed watched unflinching. His duty to stand guard over his charge, always and unto the name. The name, what? Always and unto the end. He who is unnamed shall. It's the monkey! There, the epigraph concludes. We've been given quite a lot to ponder. Wait, are we both in like separate instances of Apollio?
Areas like this, such as this and the Waking Sands and stuff, are always instance-based.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you'd have about 100 people in here when it was new content. It'd be god-awful.
Yeah, you're right. Hopes and prayers influencing their nature. Have you any thought on the contents of the epigraph, Artie? The prayers of her faithful made Halone more imposing. The worship of Dalamud brought forth Menfina's hound. Yeah, and this one. You mean to say the prayer had changed the 12 into the present forms? That was rather hard to believe. Given what we know about Dynamis, I believe it is entirely possible. In the presence of that energy, hope and prayers have more tangible results than one might expect. Its power may be crucible upon our star, but over thousands of years of worship, it could have influenced the gods in various ways. Ways such as which Artie just described, for one. Others that come to mind are Halone's shield and spear, which reflect her statue as a god of the war, and Nemaya's spinning wheel, which is apertures for the goddess of fate. Thus did they create this monument, this yoke that they may never lose, that they might never lose sight of their duty, no matter how much they may change. I'm inclined to agree with Raha. God wrote that they endure by the will of the star. Who that refers to, we all know too well. Heidelin. By sundering reality, she must have known that she would shake the very foundation of existence. Anticipating the potential chaos, I suspect she charged her collaborators with maintaining stability. If that is true, then might not the 13th unnamed being be the Watcher on the Moon? The piece certainly fell into place. I wonder if he would be willing to share what he knows. As it stands, we've yet to encounter 3 gods, as there's no telling what may happen once we fought them all. I believe we should try to uncover as much of the truth as we can, the better to know how to proceed. At that end, ere we seek out the Watcher, Raha and I shall return to Charlian to complete our findings, the data from Analyzer not least of all. Oh god, I mean, he's gonna have to lug that thing again. I think that the investigation might lead us to the moon. I eagerly look forward to the next stage of our fieldwork. Alrighty, like as not, yet more grueling encounters with the god await. You should rest up and gather your strength. This man is walking with full energy. Not long now, ere we arrive at the truth. For the longest time, I've journeyed alone, not involving myself in the affairs of others. But I've enjoyed our time together. You've undertaken the investigation with all earnest, and it has been a pleasure to be a part of it. When I imagine the moment we must part ways, I can't help but be saddened, and it surprises me that I feel that way. Forgive me, I didn't mean to wax lamental. If you excuse me, I shall head outside for some fresh air. There he goes again, Hardy. Do you suppose you could follow after him? I can't quite say why, but I feel as though he'll suddenly vanish one day, never to return. That's called foreshadowing. And I don't like that foreshadowing. Oh, it's you, Martin. What is it? Shadow Gem's worried that I'll suddenly disappear, you say? Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end, whether we like it, whether we will it or no. When our work is finished, we must go our separate ways. Doing so will sadden me, so you know. Yet, that sadness is part of the joy I have derived from our companionship. So I'll accept it when the time comes, and strive with you to the last. Oh! As you know, my friend, I would rather live your life, my own life. But having helped you, I won't send you away against your will. Well, you're a busy man, so I won't keep you. As before, rest assured I'll share with you any tidings I receive from Karav. Take care, my friend, and see you again in due course. The heart of a myth. Oh, Artie, 'tis good you come. I'm afraid there's still no word from Karl or Graha. You're working as fast as you could to compile the findings of our investigation, I shouldn't doubt. But between the Phantom Brum's etheric data and Monument's epigraph, they have much more to review. Now, while awaiting the developments, I had mind to pay Shadow Gem a visit in Alphalos. If you aren't otherwise occupied, you should come along too. This was released at 6.5. And so this was this was like the final patch, I want to say? Or very close to the final patches. I mean, like, because it ends at like 6.5 or 6.55, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Endwalker ended at 6.5. So this would have been the last patch for post Endwalker. Oh, if it isn't Artie and Derek. But no Ra, I see. Unfortunately, speaking of whom, would you not prefer to be with them in Charlian? You're a researcher too, after all. I find myself more effective on the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see. And of late, I've been mulling over opening the worlds of the epigraph. As beings who endured by the will of the star, you are suspected to influence the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit your yoke, Heron, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly impractical picture. Truly, what? Intriguing picture. If truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. You know they will damn well willingly allow that. But they haven't graced us since the time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. But that as it may, I believe there may be another way to see them. When we journeyed with the gods, Azima told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private. You, Artie. If you were to call them before their heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. Hey look, I got the name right. So, wouldn't you give it a try? And afterwards, let us know what they said. I, for one, see no harm in it. But if you were to disincline, then do not feel pressured. It is entirely your decision. Honestly, it makes sense that the gods want to speak with us in private. You have now the opportunity to speak with those of the 12 whom you encountered thus far. To do so, consult them before the entrance to their respective heavens. You may advance the quest at any time by speaking with Derek in Omphalius. I am going to talk to the gods. Heaven of Lightning. Wait. Oh my god, the gods are out. Like they are little tiny birds. And a little tiny Spriggan. Borb. Yeah, they are actually out. They are actually like in Olympia, like everywhere. Let's do it first. We'll do Buttercup. Artie, pleased that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. It does me well to see that you have been dedicating yourself to crafting. Wait, they actually pay attention to it!
Seems so.
In my capacity as the builder, I watch you progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and achievement. It is my hope that you will strive ever forward and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. Oh no! Wait, what would happen if I didn't get a class to like 30 or something? Oh no, I'm actually
single crafter class unlocked.
Wait. What would happen if that's the case?
Not a clue.
Because I have like most of my crafters. I have like 3 of my crafters like level 60, so.
So weak. So low level.
Oh,
Level 97.
I'm getting there.
Weaver.
There we go. I was like wondering, why is my buttons not working? Then I just see the chat. Oh god, I need to repair my stuff. My condition is at like 36. Oh.
Can you even repair your stuff with your low-level crafters?
Oh, hush you. Valgar. Well, If it isn't dauntless art, full glad that I am that you would thus call to me. When you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralgar, you posted some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. Oh, he didn't say anything about me being a monk. I guess it's because it's not high enough level.
No, I have a level 90 monk, and he also didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Have enough fire.
Which symbol were you born under? Art?
Looking for that. Oh! The god that I've been butchering the name for. The Warden.
How dare you?
I know, how dare I? Now I actually have to, like, say her name correctly.
Yeah, especially with what she's about to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Azema, right?
Sir,
Azima?
that'll do.
Tell me the correct way. Azima.
There
Right. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll save her for last, so I'll do Nathal first. He is the, he's a thaumaturge god. Art, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual aspect divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes harbor power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traitors, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires. Azima. Alright, time for Azima now. Ah, Artie! My dearest devotee! At last you've come! I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awakened forgotten feelings in me. Feelings that once smoldered like embers amidst the ashes. Oh, god damn it. Did the Warrior of Light charm her as well?
Likely unknown, but she clearly knew as them.
Yeah. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Whatever the reason, your presence gives me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright. Wait, she called me her dearest devotee. It's because I was born
Because
under...
you were born under the sign of the Warden, yes.
Okay. You know what's funny? I think her star is actually my birthday. I think her star is actually my birthday. Heaven of Ice. Oh, wait, what? Heaven of Ice? Oh, no. Okay, I thought I read that as not fair. Helone, you're up.
You read Helone or Menfina as Nothica?
Yeah, I kind of read the two names together, and I thought I saw, Nothica.
Dude, you need glasses.
No, I just need to, like, slow my brain down a little bit. How bold you are to summon me, Artie. 'Tis no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. Well, do I know the power of man's hopes of mortal faith, and there is no faith that I reject. Yet, in every age, there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not
Look,
misled by them.
Heaven's Ward.
Heaven's sword, yeah.
I reject no faith, Heaven's Word. I think you should talk to your followers.
Yeah! It's time for the Bonoy! Oh, Artie, what a delightful surprise. You wish to see me, did you? Well, more like the opposite, but both is pleasantful. I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet, that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly of love. For instance, my brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not that Ostron is my beloved, as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone. Be it men or gods, I love you all alike. And needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamud too, whom you and yours gifted to me.
You know, if you think about it, the only reason why she's got the dog Dalamute is because the Atligans decided to seal up a dragon and put it in space.
Yeah. And then it was the Garlemans to decide to release that dragon.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a bird here. Is that a duck? That is a duck. Okay, so first things first. Where's Nauthica?
The only other heaven you haven't touched.
No. Like the sprite, because I see the tiny rock golem. I saw the duck. Now where's Nauthica? Oh, there she is. There she is. She's under the tree, in the shade.
Those aren't actually them.
I know.
It's just
But it's like, it's like it's nice to see them, like those little things there. It's like they're actually there. Because they were not there before, but now they are.
Well, let's see if she'll have anything to say to a high-level white mage.
You're right. I hope she has something to say. Let's do Namaya first. Her thing on her back, even though it was gifted a wheel that was there, it resembles a bow. So that means that the bards use her or look up to her, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. I think both the Bard and the Astrologians look up to her.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was also Weaver.
Yeah. Because in her mechanics, she used cards. Well now, if it isn't my dear Artie, how are you to call? How good of you to call to me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. What can you do?
Can't stay mad at someone who looks like 2B.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, I just realized something. This is for the Rule 34. If they always do things together, does that include the sex?
I'm not even gonna humor that with an answer.
Well. Such a joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate. And it was one surprise after another. All thick, right? How you pronounce the brother?
Did you just say all thick?
I said, yeah, I did, but I don't know how to pronounce it properly, so that's why I was stuttering with it. So how do you pronounce it?
I believe it's Althiak.
Althiak? Alright.
Could be very wrong, but also
I'd rather
it's so hard.
I'd rather
And
have
I'd
it
rather
be
call him. I'd rather be very wrong and call him Althiak than call him all thick.
I'd rather have that as well.
With the connotation of what that means nowadays, I'd rather be wrong and say Althiak.
Althiak. Yeah, let's have it as Althiak. 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 So this is definitely the Warriors, because he has an axe. Althiak. Party, is it? Must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus, you and yours want to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into a view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which at first may not seem fruitful. Should you dare to do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the riches of time. Althiak. That is that's a life lesson I just got. Nauthica. Alright, I am a literal level 92 white mage. I'm white mage currently. What do you have to say? Why, if it isn't Artie, you wish to speak, do you? Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born from me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the 12's wood. At times, they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray be good to them and heed their warnings. Ah.
Same text as me.
Because I'm a white mage. Of course I've seen elementals and everything, so it makes sense.
Have
But-
you ever seen an elemental? Looks at every other character. Killed a couple of them too.
Yeah. And I'm a white mage. I have to deal with them as well.
Of course I've met them. Killed some too.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Derek, spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Karl and Grahatia together. Wait, with Derek? Excuse me. Still no sign of them. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most of places you've seen. What kind do you like best? Bustling hubs brimming with activity, natural visions unspoiled by men, faraway lands where new encounters await, quiet places where I can enjoy solitude. Nah, I like. Technically, every place outside of Gridanium is a faraway land. So yeah, I'll say that. But even outside of Eorzea, it's still. Yeah. Yes, I can imagine you've been given to such. The thrill of visiting unknown places is something I can understand. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea, so rich in ether, this land and poised of so many aspects. Plus, when I was traveling through the tall wood that I encountered this fellow, I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye.
Hey, Art.
Yep.
Something's come up.
Something come up? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, man.
That's fine. Alright. He has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. But when I see him there, undaunted in the presence of the gods, I can't help but feel 'twas fate that delivered him to me. No, the day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings. And then has deliberated a course of action. Indeed, hereon, we would do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much so that to dilute their very essence. Lest you worry, you've done no wrong, Artie. The gods themselves wish to fight after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battles until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being. Those duty is to watch unflinching. If Raha is correct, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, said being is the Watcher on the Moon. You'll be pleased to know I've already acquired the permission to use the Tower of Babel from an Ilsberg contingent, who precisely oversee the structure. We're really going then, to the moon! Huzzah! I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, well, let us set forth at once. If you still wish to speak with gods, best to speak to them now. They may not be there later. Already did that. Yeah, I already spoke with the gods. Greetings, Highland's champion. You are welcome here, as are your companions. It's a pleasure to meet you, Water. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us, questions about Heidelin. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm. In addition to the names and deities of the 12, it speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that individual is you? The 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim only can be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is. Please. So man has managed to come this far. Very well. You've earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation, though I have been imbued with some memories of the past. They are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Heidelin to serve a purpose alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And, like myself, they believe that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Vignette selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appeared to have personalities like mortals. The man and woman, they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or unknown, when men pray, they will be the object of their worship to assume a form that can better grant them their heart's desires. In this manner, have the 12 been shaped over aeons into the images that fit men's ideal. So you're right, Raha. Hopes and prayers have power to influence the gods. Yet, even as they thus change at Vignette's behest, they would have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, there will have been times when they acted in ways that are contrary to your exceptions. But now that Highland is no more, and the final days averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate all their own. Tis not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not visit harm upon mankind. Nay, far from it. Well, I for one never thought the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantee as well, we couldn't possibly doubt them anymore. It is most assuring to confirm the connection between you and the 12. With this, we may proceed with our quests with easier heart. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos and continue engaging with your brethren. That is well. As I watch on, I pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and mankind alike. May your journey. Wait, what? May your journey be fulfilling. Something's amiss. The gods' avatars are nowhere to be seen. That's because our preparations are complete. Ah, I've waited so bloody long for this moment. Limnine, are you such uncouth words? The first you would speak unto our guests? Oh, leave off, Alec. You cannot tell me you're not as excited as I am. I will be first to admit my joy, but on such a monumentous occasion, I would act with due propriety. Well met, children of men. 'Tis our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher and ascertained our true nature. Indeed, we were created by Hydaelyn to tend the star. Having built the Omphilios as heart and the sanctum throughout Ether rich Elorzia, we labor to preserve the balance of reality. All of this we've learned, but there's still one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm is revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? We accept your concern, but you needn't worry. I knew it. I knew it. You were him all along. So the baby Oppo was Ocean all along? I could be like the dumbest answer, but I'm actually gonna be smart for once. Likewise, I knew that you harbor suspicion as to my true identity. While my brethren use various creatures as their avatars, I choose the form of man, the better to share in your solitude. And it fell to me. The Wanderer, to beckon unto us, they who would grant our wish. No, he has a bow. Okay, so Ophios is the... Okay. What? How could you hide such a thing from us? Had you known my true identity and purpose, we feared that you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You heeded our request, and despite the hardships, endeavored to grant it. Forgive me, Artie, but I must leave little fellow in your care. In the innermost part of our realm, we will reveal the truth in its entirety. I await coming with bated breath. That is our greatest moment, mortal. Grind your loins and have at us. I shall receive you and with you all. Be as raging torrent, child of man. Mm. Aw. That's sad. Poor monkey. So Derek is the Wanderer, the deity who shares in men's solitude. In order to beckon us to the phantom realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the sun's corner. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I've been deceived, nor do I harbor any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad. I understand this as if a dear friend were suddenly spirited away. In hindsight, perhaps it, with the exception of the coming battle, that he had kept men at arm's length. I imagine it must be even harder for you. But to know that one of the 12 walked among us makes me want to do my best we can by them. Aye, since tomorrow the 12 have watched over all who abide on the star. And even as they fulfilled their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings posed of sentience, they also heed the heart of men. So, let us likewise heed their hearts, and do our utmost to grant them their desire. Then I believe we all know what comes next. By all indications, this will be the final foray with the God's Sanctum. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, R2. So, as there's no telling what may happen afterward, I shall remain on guard here. Twice now have you triumphed, and I have faith you'll do so yet again. Go well, RT. Bye. Wait a second. Oh fuck, that wait up. Let's see if I can get anything. There. It's actually funny that I actually got her minion. I need to do the second raid again, but on my own time. Because like I have to get, there's a lot of stuff I need to get. Now, like as I'm currently waiting, just like going through like everything that might be the loot that I could possibly get. Mainly for like just other stuff that I can get. Oh, that's right. I also got him. I think. somewhere. There he is. Yeah, I got that. This is like the one part where when it comes to the games, like you just get used to the waiting. Yeah. There's a lot that I need to get. Ah, okay. Hmm. Wait. A long wait. I have to do this quickly. Actually, you know what? While I'm waiting, fuck it. While I'm waiting, might as well, because I'm literally doing nothing. I've been staring at, like, looking at rewards for quests. I might as well just do the bloody thing. So this is the Rising event. Oh yeah, one stored adventure as promised. Blessings are all upon us, haha. Name's Oya, Cannoneer, first class, with the yellow jackets. So an honor, eh? On board? Did I mention that the yellow jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities are only in decorating of these bare Luminian streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies from above them. Lady Oyo here is quite the saint in the matter, intensely explosive, and so it has fallen to her forming a plan for displaying crowning glory. Me and the lads and lasses of the cannoneers whipped the loro, moving our little jackets. Snakes and devils for the moonfire, eh? But more all the same, going to cut it and rising. Because it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? From them and they're deserving some of this spectacular than a bunch of old bangers. An admiral sent in, I'm sure, but it will do no less for putting it. Poganet memories to be aught less than memorable. Let's make this year's rising one of the citizens of this fair realm who will not soon forget. Took the words right out of my mouth, Harry. Thanks is even utterly set first of out of Linsa. In all my days, I don't reckon I've placed to know what's going on through the minds of citizens of farthest realm. And so we picked an adventurer's brains, one who endured far and wide across the land we love, and knows it and its peoples intimately. Yet before we call upon your practical wisdom, mayhap it behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and sought to run through the minds are no doubt as deserving. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could be learning something of these thoughts of myself. Right then, where's the best to start working around? Some places outside of the gather, I reckon. Oh, about we meet in the Ether Plaza down in the lower deck. While you two are so engaging, allow me to continue our discussion with the organizing committee. I shall wait you by the after castle. Wow. We are in queue for the long haul. $30 parties, and not one has popped. Tempted to go to the open and see like if that would do any better. I could have just teleported at the Marauders Guild. Why did I just do this one? You see them lights down Hacker Alley, there, eh? Decorations for a festival they are? Every year when the streets are decorated out for the horizon, me heart feels with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We come to find out how the other folks feeling about. Let it slip it up. Head down the alley and ask a few likely looking customers each. We're on schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do. I'll meet you down for the ferry docks when you're done. Welcome, welcome. What may interest you in this fine evening? Information it is, well, you should really must know. The wheezing and the banging that fills the air season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. Great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were booting and hollering, setting off fire spouts and all the ship with the bangs. Now bedecked in maelstrom colors that loosed their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what soon befall us. But all those knowing serve a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose. Even now, they present a vision of loveliness and togetherness, that we might forget our fears and give hope for a brighter future. Jesus Christ, I'm about to leave Q just to start this up again. Damn. The streets are full of life. The sky is full of fire, the westerly winds filling up our star-pair sails as it does our hearts. I couldn't pick a better time to come home. You're a sailor too, are you? How about the fire juice? Good on you, lad. I've had memories of back then, if you're ear to ear. I'm a merchant seaman. You see, always sailing hither and thither, across the waves, just back from the trip to Razat Khan when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking at the sky with Lonesome and Lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks, you see? Seeing faces looking up this time with a smile reminds me, not all the bad times, but ow, got a room. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with fireworks. Do you want to know what I think of them? Well, I was just wondering if they can be seen from the far out in the offing, you know? I see. The reason I asked is that my husband is out there now, meant to be back at by the rising light, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them far from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far we might be. Is there only a place for you? Then make the final as bright and boisterous as you can, and all those who cannot be together in the rising might still share in its message. Oh, the wait time decreased. Alright, there. Anything I can do for you? You're asking for the people's thought on the rising fireworks. You could have thought a great hero like you could have ever better things to do with the time, but I suppose that's what makes you a hero. Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all, I wonder if they're watching too. Swum up the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. I'm grateful to the patron, saving me and so many others. If they're watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself, that they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So, did you find out? Same here. Was half expecting them to just be looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamities still sit heavy on the hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. So any ideas for a grand display? What kind are you thinking? Do Kraken uplift those spirits in the most? Something grand and flashing. Something that reminds people of the past. Something that gives people hope for the future. Hope for the future, that ain't a bad idea. Reminding the folk, however dark the night dawn, it's just around the corner. The rising ain't just about morning. Those who walk the road, it's about remember the struggles of those who survived that cheer us to a brighter future. And that's it. That's what Limsa means, this rising. Cannon's departure salute, not just fair fun for those sitting sail for our own shores, a vision of the past and of the future. And are beating our agenda, filling the Galleon Bay, lighting up every heavens who wouldn't want to watch that. That's settled then. Mr. Gunning, love it. He said he'll be up at the castle, alright? I'll see you there. Let's see how the 15 on the way of the fire sand of 15 yams or sure. I reckon we're going to need more ships. Oh, Interpreter Adventure returns. And possibly busting with inspiration, I take it? I see. A traditional seafaring salute, not only to memorize the fallen, but to future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to both of you. But our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do in so little time. You wouldn't mind helping just a little longer, dearie? I'm forever in your debt. Let me know when you got your loins good and grinded. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up a fleet of ships across the bay and fire our broadside in the sky. But before we go out finding our fleet, we need to get a plan approved by the organization committee, and that means convincing the Commodore Ryan. I'll take the lead, but I'd expect got the silver tongue more experiencing Nubbin with the light-ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't you? Of course, my lady. Your cause is ours. Thank you, me dearies. Together then, to the Coral Tower. Last I heard, the privilege of the meeting of the Commodore was around the calamity. I've been arrested for a conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all misunderstanding. Some other Scarasal had been singing songs of seduction. If not for Reiner and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shriveled investigator who will brook no invocation. Shall we then? Wanted to make the Rising display special and I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal was beyond anything I imagined. Oh, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jacket is the keep of the peace. Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but it's sure to foment aggression among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Every Luminian, every Eorzean still bears the scars of calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Horizon ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future, too. And it's our duty to watch over the folk, keeping on the straight and narrow. Like, I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another year's journey, too. Well put. I accept your intention are pure. But what are the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly providing and paying for this fleet of yours? Yes, Commander, we're going to petition to Maelstrom for this flagship, and the rest form the Black Sails. Of course, one is want to forget those buccaneer souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Oyo would have us parley with the three great pirate captains, and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. That's right. The pirates answered the admiral's call back when the moon was fallen, fought and died in Cartano, same as the rest of us. When they are about our plan to salute those who've fallen, and all those who didn't, I doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues of your cause. You shall need it. Well done. Let me so arrange a parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of the remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you to speak with the pirates, lawless marauders all, pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the maelstrom summon the leaders of the three factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Cheers of sticking with me, lads. I hope I can count on your support in their next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the command's captains, as far-famed scourgers of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than the Commodore Reiner did. While Rosween of the Senjin pirates may be swayed by emotion, Carveline of the Kraken arms is much more mercenary mind. Executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught to be united them, it's a zealous spirit. Let us argue with the passion that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion after, I got a bleeding buckloads. But I might need you to jump in again, because my tongue decides to tie itself in a half itch. Just say the first thing that comes to your jar heads, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, dearies. Let's head over to the anchor yards and get this over, parley. Well, let's head over to the anchor yard and get this parley started. Wow. Alright, I'll complete that later. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna see if I can go to Genova and have an easier time. Because this is just ridiculous. I'm actually kind of surprised that I haven't gotten an alliance pop, because usually people be queuing up for the alliance queue, and then they either get Crystal Tower a lot of times. Let me try Genova, because I've usually been getting Crystal Tower there. Thank you for coming. The reason we asked you here is I may show some us later. Far as loud and clear. You want us up with the Horizon fireworks? And the answer is no. When we sirens fire our broadside, it just send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We're better things to do with our time. There's a rare occurrence to be sure, but I find my opinion aligns with Rowan's. Our time is precious, as I'm sure is yours. Let's hasten to draw these decisions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men, so unless there is anything else... Profit? How sad. The great Carvalin should lose his nose for coin. You would put the Admiral and the Yellow Jacket in your debt. Why, it's a perfect opportunity to forge a deep bond with Rowan. A debt of gratitude, perhaps, for providing the men and material for this pilgrimage entirely at our own expense. I saw no mention of the Krakens being compensated for our efforts in material sense. Am I mistaken? The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose will no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in the city. Personage of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, if they saw you working in with the maelstrom, it'd do wonders for your public image. Folk who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barrage pole be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point. Poorly phrased though it may be, to win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Saw your image and saw that anyone who is lively livered to trade with us, they're still sticking with their brag poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? You don't consider them customers, consider them quarry. Don't you want to bring joy to the masses? Carvalin's in. Don't you want to be together? What? What are you trying to find? I'd rather cut my hair soft than with a rustic cutlass, and I've spent a minute with a peer in peasantry's company. Me and my girls are proper pirates. The Sigmundans aren't all about the pirate life, though, are you? You run aimless houses for the sick and injured and those with children. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs, such as come their way. Them's the others and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display before it. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'll be making a killing, provided they all in the right permits from the Yellow Jacket. You're a shrewd one, you know? Maybe I could lend and half myself. You do the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. What are the executioners? No dishonor in linking arms with the Admiral Merlip and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing, and tell it true. This is Limsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You can find this fleet of yours without an elk, yet you come begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who needed the Horizon most. The Black Sails only came together because of Cartanu. You spent up anchored and sailed off into the sunset, but no. You fought like demons on those cursed flats. Made arrows yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departed too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, It's those whose new beginnings already begun. So it's all for our own good, eh? Is it? I'm heading back to Astilia. Send word when you've armed out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Hi, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of people back in Gartanome. Let's send them off by a bloody great bang. I'll join you on one condition. That in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray, do not force me to restrain you again. I never force you to do anything. You'll keep your hands off me if you want to keep your randy bastards. Quite the fragrant flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ship will not ready themselves. Gods, I'm so nervous. I can hardly speak, thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never got him on our side without a... Right then, time to put the finishing touches to the plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. And about your award. I've given him to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. To new beginnings, lads. May the navigator breathe ever fills your ears. You did a great service, my friend, for both Lady Io and for those who love the Rising, myself included. For that, I shall be ever grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparation for a grand final are complete. Mayhap we can wait together. While we wait, could you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. Oh, God damn it! Ah, he knew what he was doing. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your wayward mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Ah, Yoshi-P. It's a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet wait. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that has taken in all diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be less trying to task the sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down path untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious futures that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is a gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, here before and hereafter. Now, this time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the heart and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions in light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. Although the paths that may lie ahead of us lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. One sky, one destiny. It is almost time for the display to begin. The commemoration, the assumption not only for our labors, but for the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator breathe, ever fill your sails. Breath, not breathe. Breath. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends. The voices stir of winds of waves, of ropes of sails of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea. Set sunlit sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow, it will be. Her journey's done, will sink the sun below the western ways, and memories stir of friends of yore, asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices rise in song, disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our forest, and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from our I can read song perfectly, but I can't read text perfectly. An excerpt from an ancient memoir sung. A prayer for the safe return of those who sail, for the foreign horizon, for those peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish, the voice of those whose spirits since heard in The anticipation of new adventure reached the ears of those whose adventures end too soon, that they might be united as one, a fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this world, we should meet once more in the 12th moon's time and look up to the same sky together. Neat. For 11's sake. For 11. Okay. Now that we completed the event, let's see if I can try and get Red involved. Let's see if he's busy. Nope. Still very busy. Wait. Where's Esther? Hmm. Weird. Anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. Alright. False. Okay. I see red in chat. Alright, I know this isn't crystal, but I want to see if I have a easier time here with queuing up, because I was like waiting in that for like 17 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes. It went from 30 to 6. Alright, it's actually B6 because... Oh god, there's 6. Yeah, I'm queuing up faster now. I wanted to do this with Red. I owe you, Red. I owe you. If I queue up, I will do this with you. Willingly. What should I do as I wait for like queue to go off? That's fine. Vitra. Okay. Hi, Dylan. I'm very surprised of how long it's taken. Yeah, people are dropping out. We're in there. I don't want to do it like in the middle of the raid. Because I want to enjoy the full. Hey, here we go. More people are coming in. I'm guessing like one just decided to swap as healer to see if they'll speed up the process. Mm. That fuck. Oh, fuck you.
Come, mortals, make your way through our watery sanctum. Let us see how you fare against my servants.
Run my mouth.
Only to be expected for they who vanquished my pupil Myrigal. It shall be my pleasure to welcome you personally. I have looked forward to this moment, children of man. The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge. The rivers rage at my behest. Not all knowledge is wisdom. At what answer will you arrive, I wonder? Of ignorance ye cleanse! Join me in deepest knowledge. Let flow the waters of your mind. Seek new perspectives, and you shall find new paths. Small wonder the others have exalted so. Oh, waters purifying, reveal their nature. Tis time for a test. Share with me your ruminations.
We were all gonna die.
Not all answers can be obtained through might. Prove to me the wisdom of man. Let us enlighten one another. Well done, wise children. Well done.
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then, mortals.
I want to ask the question. I was like, if that's a navigator, what happens when you
Have
don't
you
her?
got the stones to face the navigator?
Oh, it is a navigator. Okay, cool.
Come on, don't keep me waiting. Let me prepare a suitable stage for our union.
It's okay. No one's gonna do it. No one's gonna be dumb enough to do it.
To the ways of navigation. waves and the winds. Can you contend with she who rules the tides?
There we go.
You must make an ally of the wind. Rise above the white caps.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a wipe.
Ah, you don't disappoint.
Oh, I'm getting up.
Like the stormy seas, I'm a harsh mistress.
Well, I was doing fine before. Now I'm just like, oh god. Because our other healer is still far away.
I trust you don't mind if they
Yeah, half our party is gone.
come, Pericles, Thalios. Join us in the excitement.
Literally, and I can't do much. I have to raise everyone, but also have to keep myself alive.
That's the way, my clever serpents.
You.
Feel the might of the navigator. Go on, my pets. Don't be shy.
You're a summoner. You can. Did I please tell me I'm raised a summoner? Where's the other healer?
Boundless as the ocean. Swim free, my pet.
How did I die? I'm trying. I'm trying.
Surely do better than that. Your bloody brilliance, you serpent after my own heart. Well done. To seek new horizons, you must come together as one. It falls to you and yours to navigate
Right up
what's
there.
ahead.
After all this time, it feels strange calling to you thus.
I thought you know that sun, and I was like, well, here we are. Yes.
Strong are they who roam.
Fall apart, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart.
Stand firm amidst the storm. Persevere. My bowstring sings. Overcome this. I know you can. Arise! Your prayers have given us strength. By fighting you, that strength shall be returned to the stars. Come! Grant us our heart's desire. Stay not your steps. Emperor's arrow.
Do.
I'm glad that it was you who came to us. Here our journey ends.
Shit. I went too late.
Blessings be upon you on the road ahead.
Damn, indeed.
May the wind ever be at your back. Yes, mankind has indeed grown strong. The sweet sorrow of parting. I beg you, stay the course to the end.
Hmm?
You're back. The Omphilus. It's suddenly transformed. Servants? What's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you. It seems we're being summoned. Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
The Omphilus.
The will of the star has entrusted the future to you and yours. As entities charged with ensuring life on Aetheris, we rejoice in this outcome with all our hearts.
Tis time, beloved children. Time to bid farewell to we relics of the past. Come, children, fulfill our final wish. See every last Rosmus returns to the star. By the power vested in us. Fight with all your being. Receive our love and transcend it. Blessings be upon Aetheris. Was your faith that gave rise to his radiance. Shine like the stars on high. Mercy be upon our beloved children.
Okay, that got a few people.
thank you.
Let's see if I get anything from this. I'll give it to the healer, because she actually came in clutch. Alright. Nope. Ooh, I got a card. So I can just pass on it. I got one thing. I got 2 player counts. Yay. Artie, are you alright? Thanks for clearing the way, Artie. That being, I presume, is the 12th? You have done well, children of man. As promised, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. Our desire is simply thus, to give ourselves unto the star as a blessing. In the 12 millennia we have existed, we have come to harbor tremendous power through pairs. Through battle, our essence shall unravel, and thus return to the star, where it might give rise to new life. Such is our final gift to you. Do you mean you'll disappear? Yes. The fragments of our former soul, which serve as the core of our existence, shall rejoin the life stream. Yet, though we may fade from sight, our individuality lost, our stabilizing influence shall endure. The only thing to change is where our prayers find their way. Henceforth, it shall be this, the instrument of blessing that receives of mortal hopes, hopes that shall be given back to the star. But your presence brings comfort to mankind. Everyone would wish for you to remain. Must you truly fade away? Such gladdening things to say, child. We must confess what we do. We also do for ourselves. When mankind overcame the final days, it so moved us that even we who are but constructs knew the greatest joy. We have known your unfaltering love for the world. In return, we would show our undying love for you. Worry not. Myths are wont be woven and passed down. So long as men hold the 12 in fondness, we shall live on in your faith in us. When you say such things, the moment of parting is come. By our blessing, may you march towards a brighter future. No. Farewell, beloved children. When you are ready, brothers and sisters. May the font of... God damn it. Yours is the strength and destroys all obstacles. Abide in the virtue and hold fast to the truth. There is meaning in deed. Celebrate life and embrace death. May you flourish and reap a bountiful harvest. In your limited time, have boundless compassion. Carry yourself with honor and forge on towards victory. Harbor love in your heart for yourself, for others, and for the world. From past to future, the river of knowledge flows. Be part of its nourishing waters. May a wonderful new world greet you beyond destiny's horizon. Be calm as the ocean, you shall weather any storm. Be calm. As the wind blows unfettered, may you be free to follow your heart. You know, agonize, so... You needn't agonize, Asyon. Remain with them, if that be your desire. But this is what we dreamed of, to return to the star together. I never imagined that I would grow so fond of them. That parting would be so hard. Long as we have abide in patience to rejoin the life stream. But a drop in the river of time, that is men's fleeting life. Why not share your fate with them? Follow your heart as you ever have. And when the time comes, we shall meet again. I've decided to continue a journey a while longer. So of the original 12, he's the only one that remains. That's awesome. Words can't express my surprise when I opened my eyes to see Derek standing there. I'm not just curious what happened, but above all, I rejoice for our dear friend returned. Okay. Okay, you. What to say in such a moment? Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffice to describe it. We were over the moon that you're still here, Derek. Or should I call you Austrion? I no longer have Austrion's power. Derek will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and will live out my days as man. May I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very least, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. And the little fellow's fervent call halted them. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing my brethren bade me follow my heart. I need no longer further urging. Oh yeah, and we created the instrument of blessing in faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. Ah, but I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let's head back to the Omphalos, shall we? We must return to Charlian to form we expect and report. Yet, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of worshipping the 12. In penning our report, we should do well to consult the form on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to field of pathology will need to be obfuscated, I feared. Worry not on my account. Inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in context of recent theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across the eras and regions, I believe we may uncover the heretofore unseen aspects of the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I would like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlian. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be, or scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I come to you, I simply roam the world. I had no objective, nothing I wish to find. With this second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out, I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere, to a place in men's mists. Oh, what wonderful idea. If you don't mind, we would like to accompany you. By all means. We make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. Feel free to go ahead, my friend. While this won't be my last time here, I need a moment before I leave. Okay. As we engrossed as we've been in our work, we've seldom had a chance to thus gather and relax. The last only time we had in the meal in Reverend's Hall, I think. The words of the monument are promised by the gods to watch over mankind. It's confounding to know that their promise will endure. As I'm going to tell, I can imagine a more fitting place for the memories. No matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, its majesty never fails to move me. And the rich history, originally built during the dawn of the Fifth Era, Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the calamity. Truly, it stands as a testament to influence the original civilization and city-state have had upon Eurasian culture. The Sanctum harbors the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you were not adverse, I would speak a little of my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concept may be foreign to you, but would you be interested in nonetheless? 12 millennia. Damn. Excellent. Baragot was a man with a gift of creating inanimate objects, such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of Architect. Oh, we're going that far back! Where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault. You see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Algar was a brawny man, whom Vignette encountered on her travel. Ralgar's reach. Ralgar. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurling towards a star. 'Tis fair to say this event gave rise to the legends surrounding the destroyer. We are going that far back! Azima was the woman who served as judicial officer in the Bureau of Administrator. An experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ordinate propendent of the seat of Azem. Wait, what? She was an ordinate proponent prominent of the seat of Azem. My words are dying because the fact that Azima was probably selected for the seat of Azem. Huh? And dreamed of training under Vignette and her successor. I love Azima more now. Nathal was a close personal friend of mine, a merchant by trade. He was outwardly generous, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quite joy and passion for ore. When men began treating him as a dual aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be. I couldn't help but be struck with a pang of nostalgia. Nothiak was a landscape architect of great repute. She grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden ever bloomed with bountiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Althayak was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. Although it was his sister urging that first joined our faction, he soon became the stalwart believer in the cause, and always took the initiative in discussion. Halone was a formal warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Hashtrot, preserver of discipline and order. Menfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the words of La Habrea at the Academia Anider. Even with the prestigious intuition she has considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic that isolate and seal Zodiac. Salak was the headmaster of Academia Adler, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution, myriad facilities. No known phenomena existed in which he wasn't versed. Words do not just do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nehemiah was an observer in Elpis. Like her older brother Ahiak, she possessed a caring and instinctive nature, and was liked and trusted by her peers. Nemlin was a researcher at Metabossus Thalassia, a facility for observing and evaluation of sealed life. So passionate was she about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. Osoyon was a traveler whom Vianette encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as the wanderers in this place, I shall set forth anew as a simply a man named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist of Animes, Adner, and respected Vianette deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Vianette, and that devotion made him best suited to the duty and solitude that accompanied it. That is all. It's a lot to remember, but I should be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful you share with us these new aspects of Heidelin and the 12. Thank you. Well, this time we head back to Charlian. It wouldn't do to keep Ojika waiting. I assume you'll be traveling via Limsa Laminsa, in which case allow us to see you off there. Till now, I have wandered alone, but as recently learned, a journey is better shared. I'm surprised Red is still here. Our friends are personally booking the passage. That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, there, no sooner do we arrive in a crowded place than you up and disappear. It's a bit of force of habit in order to avoid people. But I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome at the Bastion Annex, and be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Archie. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant us our wish. Well, we had best find our vessel. While the report remains to be compiled, I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next meet, my friends. You still have time, Artie. Ere I embark on a journey, there is a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Thank you. Come, and we shall head outside the city via the temple's gate. Yeah, this one. Here, the wind whips and sea like a storm, but I found such a quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west, and thence make my way through the upper and outer Lenosia, in order to mark my new beginning as man. En route, I wish to see Alcyon's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. From there, I shall continue on my own. The great wave that was ripped by the god's grip from the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my first time seeing the bridge. Shall we then? Quite impressive to behold. So it's temporary, constructed with wood. Ah, such invigorating breeze. Oh, Theris. Your beauty truly knows no bounds. Forgive me, I was lost in thought. I look forward to the bridge's completion. Up. It's a fine bridge, hosting splendid views and brimming with life. The very image of man's determination to overcome adversity. I am honored that it should be named Oskion. Well, this is as far as I ask to come. But if you're willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me that I hadn't asked about your opinion on this, well, how you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us. Your words from the heart, I would take with me as a memento. Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humoring me, Artie, and apologies for keeping you so long. I am ready to set forth now, to witness a world filled with our blessing. To begin with, I shall tour La Nocia, and visit these locals, which are named after the 12, after which I shall go wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course, until such time as he tires of my company. This time, I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. And when the time comes for me to return to the star, I shall share my experience with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You will continue your own journey, will you not? Then I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend, and may the 12 bless you and keep you. Myths of the realm. Complete. The paintings of the 12 will be available for purchase. Sorry. Now I actually need them more than ever. Alright, so I'm going to disappear for now. I have to do a favor for someone, but I will come back with Pandæmonium. So yeah, for now, cheers!